Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to everyone. Today we will discuss a meeting about our two future investment company, which is electrical company that is Panasonic and Kind. Without further ado, we will start our meeting now with the Panasonic team first.
We're from R&D department and we will talk about Panasonic. First, Panasonic is a major Japanese manufacturer of electric appliance and consumer electronic products. Was founded in 1918 by Matsushita Konosuke to manufacture and for the inventory turnover ratio for the Panasonic, Panasonic has 6.75 times the stock being sold. This implies that the inventory conversion period is in 60 days.
Next is account receivable turnover ratio for Panasonic is 41 days. It is the account receivable turnover ratio of Panasonic is 11%. This indicates that Panasonic has less account receivable turnover ratio.
For the inventory turnover ratio for the company Kind is 2.42 times stock being sold. To improve their stock being sold, they have to cut down on slow moving and obsolete stocks by having stock clearance sales.
Okay, for account receivable turnover ratio, for Kind is 19% compared to Panasonic, which is 69 days. They collect their account receivable. Estimate for 69 days is 108,185,000. But it's okay for their company to get income from this account receivable. Yeah. The debt ratio for the Panasonic company is 16.6237%, which is low their debt, and it is not a problem for the Panasonic to pay their debt because it is less than average.
Next is debt to equity ratio. The debt to equity for Panasonic is 0.19. This indicates that Panasonic has less debt to equity.
Then time interest rate ratio for the Panasonic, they have 8.63%, which is in good condition of time interest earned.
Okay, debt ratio for Kind is 40.5609%, which is a little bit high compared to Panasonic. And one assuring way to help Kind pay off its debt is through capital expenditures financed through the issuance of shares or retained earnings.
Jangan compare kan.
Sekali lagi.
Sebab kau yang suggest benda ni, tapi kau nak cakap buruk pasal benda ni. Dia lebih kurang macam tu lah.
Kalau panggil equity of Kind to pay off its debt ratio for Kind is 40.5609%. The ability of Kind to pay off its debt charges is lower than Panasonic. One way to help Kind to pay off its debt is through capital expenditures financed through the issuance of shares or retained earnings.
Okay, let's we go to continue to
debt to equity ratio. Debt to equity ratio for kind is 0.32. Okay, 0.32. It's and referred to as the inventory conversion period.
For the time interest ratio for kind is 1.44%. This means that kind should use greater levels of equity in the company's capital structure. This is because reducing the proportion of debt to equity will generally reduce the company's level of interest payments.
Then the profitability ratio. The gross profit margin for the Panasonic is 0.89, which is for every ringgit generated in sale, Panasonic has 89 cents left over to cover basic operation cost and profit.
Next is net profit margin for Panasonic is 0.06. This shows that Panasonic has a higher net profit margin. This means that Panasonic has 0.06 of net income for every item of sales.
Okay, that's good.
For the return on asset for the Panasonic is 0.056. Panasonic has low return on asset because their return for the shareholders is not so efficient.
Next is return on equity. The Panasonic has 0.07, which is low for Panasonic. So Panasonic needs to use more financial leverage, and they can finance themselves with debt and equity capital.
Okay, for gross profit margin for kind, basically, 559,577,000 million, which is 0.73. Gross profit margin for kind is the percentage of sale remaining after deducting the cost of sale for their business, which is kind.
Okay, next one is net profit margin for kind is 0.03, which is a little bit low. To help kind improve their net profit margin is that they should reduce the utilities by limiting power consumption by turning off devices that idle in standby mode overnight to improve their net profit margin.
For return on asset for kind is total 19,843,000 equal to 0.057. Return on asset of kind is indicate management ability to make profit from firm's investment is asset.
Okay, the next one is return on equity. The return on equity for the company kind is 0.10. Kind can generate a high return on equity, which can consider to be a good investment which drives up its share price. That's all from me.
Okay, for the recommendations part, as you guys have already did the reports on ratio analysis,
Yes.
I want to add something. So for the liquidity ratio, as a short term of solvency, I can say that kind can cover a total of RM1.96 of every RM1 current liabilities. Panasonic on the other side has a higher current ratios of 4.20%. Thus, they will face no problem at all to cover the liabilities, as they have times more of current liabilities. For the acid test ratio, the difference of 2.43% of the Panasonic led with a total of 3.61%. Acid test ratio Genkai with 1.18%. This suggests that Panasonic hold a better position. So in efficiency ratio, in inventory turnover ratio, in this case Panasonic holds a 6.75 times faster stock. So the revenue will generate more faster within 60 days. Account receivable turnover ratio, based solely on this method, Panasonic ratio of 41 days is lower than Kan. This suggests that Panasonic only takes 41 days to collect account receivable from their customer. The leverage ratio, number one is debt ratio. Panasonic clearly has a lower rate of debt with 60% compared to Kan with 14%. This indicates that Panasonic has lower proportion of its asset and financed by debt. Second is debt to equity ratio. Although both are good, but the level Panasonic still has a lower debt to equity of 90%. Third one is time interest earn ratio. On the method of time earn ratio, Panasonic with a high ratio of 8.63% is able to meet its interest obligation. The last one is profitability ratio. Number one is gross profit margin. Panasonic higher gross profit margin indicates that it remains a larger portion of its revenue after accounting for the cost of goods sold. Net profit margin. Panasonic can imply better overall profitability and effective management, cost and operational efficiency, as their net profit is higher. On the return on asset, I'm a bit skeptical as I see that Kind is higher percentage of Kan. I believe that it will generate a higher return for unit investment made. So I believe that it will give a really good return for us. Return on equity, with Kind being higher return on asset, it will generate more profit relative to its shareholder equity. So as we see right here, on return on equity for Kind, we know that it will generate more profit relative to its shareholders. And I believe higher ROE generally seen as to our advantage as a positive sign of company's ability to generate value to its owner. Let's conclude all the recommendations that I have given. So to finish this session, I want to ask a little bit of Q&A. First off, I will ask the Kind team first. Do you think that if I were to invest in Kind's company, would you think that it will survive for a long term and ensure good returns for us?
Yes, I think Kind company will survive because based on the analysis ratio, all numbers that have been calculated are all above average, and I assure you that Kind can generate a high return on equity, which is considered to be a good investment.
Please give him a round of applause. Okay, for Panasonic team, I want to ask, based on the analysis ratio above, do you think that Panasonic will sustain their business in electrical market worldwide?
Yes, because Panasonic had established a long time ago. I believe the ratio above are performing well due to their customer loyalty. They have gained their customers through a worldwide market, although competing with others country local company, electrical companies. This also enhances all the external stakeholders to invest in Panasonic, just like our company choice.
Okay. Thank you. That's all for the meetings for today, and I hope to see you guys soon for another session. Saya Muhammad Eka Biazmi, UDE 220097.
Saya Muhammad Daniel bin Abdul Malik, UDE 220023.
Saya Ahmad Zafran bin Ahmad Zaimi, UDE 220138.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Arif Azmi bin Asmadi. My matric number is UDE 220063.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Zafran Hakim bin Mazal Rizal. Nombor matriks UDE 2201